Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
A bit of a recap. Um, like, starting from 2 sessions ago, y'all parted ways with Grembo as he went off to do another job of his. And while that was happening, you went to meet up with Luke and Tonelli. Or correction, I'm sorry, that getting a little ahead of myself. You went over to Rail's family shop, May's Artificery and Arcanotech Gizmos. And while there, you just helped Mimi the Mimic get a fun new dog-shaped body, and you went off to run a quick errand for Rail's dad. Talking to Professor Coley, the person that you were sent to meet, you find out that she's been investigating some rather worrisome appearances of some creatures from Shadowfells that aren't normally seen outside of the Shadowfells. And now they have been encroaching further and further east towards the city. As a part of that, you agreed to go on a little expedition that she's still setting up. In a couple of days, you will be setting out, but in the meantime, you figured you would, go around and finish some unfinished business. You met up with Luke and Tonelli and Yui, and you found out about a couple of key things. Specifically, the fact that the bomber from the first session, Feistos, the Warforged,
It's going alright, Zach. How are you?
had busted out of prison, seemingly single-handedly, and was seen in one of 3 different warehouses, like safe houses, and you guys were kind of, tasked to go investigate one of them. Investigating the seemingly abandoned, dusty safe house, Yui destroyed a flimsy brick wall, and y'all found a small golden bead that matches the ones that you have collected so far. The main difference being that this one was actually active. Alratam activated it and communicated with a voice on the other side, who said that they were sending a retrieval team towards y'all. But for right now.
And that's where we left off. Right
Yes.
as I go off to film with them.
Right now, however, we are gonna start.
So if there's a retrieval team coming, it sounds like we should either get the fuck out of here, or we should set up an ambush and murder him. I mean, question him.
I wasn't sure if we were starting yet. I thought Dust was saying more stuff.
No, hold on.
Oh.
I think Dust wants to set a timer for this because, like, we're on a time limit. So I don't want to, like...
Real quick, how do I... Well, first of all, how do I get control of the... Okay, so... Before we do that, I'm gonna real quick cut over to Rail. Last we saw her, she parted ways with the party momentarily to go tell her dad about what they learned at Professor Coley's, as well as to let him know that, the errand was a success. You walk down the street, a couple people giving you wide berth as you have a terrifying, nightmarish dog creature following you rather closely behind. You see a couple people still, out shopping despite the lightly falling rain. But you notice that your family's shop's lights are off. Despite it being dark already, your dad intends to keep it open for at least a little bit longer. Walking up to the front door, you knock, and you realize that the door's locked. So you circle back around and go through the entrance in the back alley. Soft light is coming out of the window in that door. You creak it open, and amidst different piles of mechanical bits and just the doodads strewn about, on a dining room table sits your dad. very concerned look on his face, his hand over his mouth. In his other hand, he's holding a letter. He looks up as you walk in, goes, "Oh, hey, Button. How'd it go?"
Hey, Pops. It went pretty well. We managed to find the professor you were talking about.
Good. He looks over at the letter again. Listen, I really appreciate what you did for us earlier. You know, I honestly don't think that, we could have really made much of paid rent this month if it weren't for you. But, we're still struggling a bit. He kind of gestures over to, the lamp that he has, installed on in the kitchen, and it lies off, the room instead being illuminated by some candles. I haven't been able to make the electricity bill in a bit. Listen, I just got a letter from one of Grandpa's old friends. Some a gentleman named Elijah. He heard about Grandpa's condition and says he's wanting to help out. He wants to pay for a nurse to come and take care of him. But there's a bit of a catch. He wants me to go work for him in Solemngrad for a couple months. The pay would be incredible. We, realistically, for a couple of months' worth of work, we would be set for years. But I wanted to check in with you first. I want to see how you're doing. I know you're following in your mom's footsteps a bit here.
Well, I'm in a group of idiots. It looks like we have something of a job set up. Let's put it that way.
Oh, well, that's good, he says, kind of confused, scratching his scalp a bit. As long as you're not getting into too much trouble. Listen.
Yeah, trouble. You know
Murder
me.
elf.
Always stay out of trouble.
Not
me.
Mimi next to you makes a really wet sounding, just like fucking atrocity of a sound.
See, Mimi's on my side. She's got me.
Yeah. Well,
We have Mimi. I love her so much.
alright. Then, listen. I promise I'll keep in contact as best I can. I obviously want to make sure Grandpa's doing good. But I'll knock at the door. And not the front door. The knock is coming from the back alley door, the one you just came in from. It comes again more insistently. Your dad looks at you and goes, hold on. He walks over and reaches over towards a pile of just metal scraps and pulls out what looks to be like a metal, fireplace poker, and just puts it next to him in a little table. He slightly opens the door, and before he can get a word out, Grembo rushes in, panting, sweat glistening on his forehead, his hands on his knees. Listen, kid. Oh, your friends are in trouble. And we fade to black.
She passed out.
You should be so glad I have push to talk on. The second Grandpa came and I started fucking laughing.
Listen, man, Grandma's a serious character, okay?
Yeah,
I know,
he's
I'm just
he's buff
imagining,
Markiplier as a dwarf. How is that not a serious character? Come on now.
So normal
Literally.
Markiplier.
Are we taking your serious character and turned him into buff Markiplier?
I mean, yes.
So normal
Listen.
Markiplier.
He's just Dr. Livesey with Markiplier's face.
All right.
True.
So we come back to the rest of the party in that abandoned safe house. Dust billowing softly all around you after the brick wall was absolutely demolished, leading into the next door building, a tailor shop. You find yourselves kind of at a bit of an impasse, not really knowing how to handle the coming situation. Alratam, I guess you're
Correct. Right. So this is right after I hung up the call. That's where I'm gonna be picking it up from.
basically.
Right, guys. So listen, I might have made a mistake here, but here's what's going to happen. I pretended to be the escapee and said, "Hello, I'm good. What do you want me to do next?" And they said, "Stay there. We'll send a team to pick you up." I immediately went, "Oh fuck," because I'm not a robot. I'm not sure if you can tell. I'm not a robot. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and handle this situation diplomatically when they get here. You all can prepare your weapons and arms and have you, but I would appreciate it if you would give me the benefit of the doubt for this moment and allow me to try and seize control of this situation before it comes to blows to arms. Does anyone have any issues with that? Because we need information one way or another. We came here, we tore down a wall, we tore down the door, we have no information. We have to get something out of this, and talking is our best way. Does anyone have any issues with me trying to talk my way out to this?
Let me just plant some explosives around the house real quick.
I mean, you
We've
can
got
That
like
way.
3 minutes tops. I don't think you've got the time.
Oh, I've got the time. I'll be back.
I mean, they're expecting a robot. You don't look like a robot.
I don't look like a robot. That's why I'm going to stand very open in arms in the light, in an angle where they can see me and that I'm clearly not being threatening. I'd like you all to do the same, but I can't control you. I'd like to try and get some answers at the very least before it comes to blows.
You're about to be shot like it's by a firing squad. This is not no, you do not need to be... This is not diplomacy time.
What do you mean? We've done nothing but blow us like straight to blows this entire time. Let's try talking it out. I don't want another situation like the one that happened in the park. We don't have to go to murder everyone we need to talk to.
If you want to look like Swiss cheese, that's your prerogative, not mine.
That is, yes. And that's what I'll be doing.
Alright?
I mean,
It's quite literally your funeral, but go ahead.
So, anyone else?
I'd just say we should just wait for them to come here and then attack them. I mean, if you're out there in the open and they come to you, they're probably just gonna kill you before we get a chance to.
If it looks like it's going to come to violence, by all means do what you feel you need to. But give me a second.
Or let's bait them in the house, and that way, if all else fails, all you have to do is jump out this window or this hole, and I just shoot the explosives, and we blow them all to Kingdom Come.
Does Yui really have time to lay explosives like this? I have to ask. Does
You see me pull out 2 gunpowder satchels and I'm placing it not
Why?
inconspicuously. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm
But-
extremely worried about it. Are you just carrying bombs with you all the time?
I actually worry about it. I'm Yui. Anyways, yes.
So I'm going to try and handle this as best as I can.
Are you good at dodging explosives by any chance? or
As
no?
good as the next bloke.
Okay, just dodge.
I'll do my damnedest.
Just dodge to take like half damage.
Nebula, you've been a little silent. Do you have anything to say, love, before this all goes down?
I'm going to try to trust you with this.
She's right. And I get into a relative... I'd like to move myself... I don't know exactly what the parameters of the house is right now, but I'd like to get myself at an angle where I'm not hidden. I'm like... I'm not... I'm in open view, and I'm clearly waiting for the people to come. Like I don't seem to have any ulterior motives. I want to appear like I am just waiting for them to get here.
Right. Um.
What is everyone else doing? I guess is the better question. Is the follow up question.
I can hide, I guess.
I want to find a hidey spot, but like
Uh,
close to you.
Like an ambush spot, I suppose.
It might be best to wait outside this house. Just throwing that out there.
Can I hide outside the house?
I mean, yeah. If y'all would like, feel free to come onto, the rest of y'all come onto what's it called, Owlbear.
Where's the link?
I gotcha.
Also, during all this, I'm making a character sheet in Roll20, so I can just drop it in whenever we have the game ready there.
That'll be
Okay.
next session, not this one.
It's just so
Right,
much easier because on the character sheet you can just have like all of your feats and stuff fully written out, so you don't even need to have any book reference or anything.
Excuse me.
Oh
Excuse me.
god, do I even have my character token on this? I don't.
I had to create mine too.
Got deleted.
Cha.
Rest in pepper. Oh no, I gotta do the thing again.
Dust. So I don't know what house we're in.
What?
Where?
Oh, it would be. Bang. Why? The house right there.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to give myself a default ranger token.
Okay.
Just for the interim.
There you go.
Give myself the eyeball. 'Cause I have
Is that the ranger? Oh, that's Mimi.
It's not me.
Wait, how do we get our names on here?
Click on the icon and
Oh,
Yeah, I need to real quick make a token for Wisteria again.
I'll just be this thing.
Valid.
Hawkson, Roll20 keeps track of all the tokens you use for any encounter.
I have a premium roll 22, so I could definitely just give you my account and you can like, make a D&D campaign off of that.
Get all the books and stuff.
Yeah, not for 5th edition. I can get that though. It's fine.
Yeah, they're sick at books.
Alratam. Where's the... where you gonna
Alratam.
sit? Yes, Tam. I call you Tam. Yeah.
You can call me
Yeah.
Al. What do you
Oh,
ask
yeah,
you?
that. Where are you gonna be sitting yourself at?
We'll call you
I'm
Rat.
assuming like there's probably like 5 or so feet from the doorway where I am, and I'm just kind of like sitting in view of the doorway because there's no door. If everyone remembers, me and you accidentally tore it down.
Yeah, which that
so
door,
the door's
that
wide
door,
open.
That door would have been like right around here.
Oh, it would have been okay. So I'm
Yeah, and
Wait.
this is like the window.
okay. So I'm like right here then, and I'm in view of the door, waiting patiently for this retrieval team to come and retrieve us.
There is one other window on this side right here, like right there.
All right. Wisteria, where you be? Oh, there's your character. Cool.
Alright. After I plant my explosives, I'm gonna be like, hey, this is this is Yui. The explosives are in place.
Oh, where are you going to
Um,
be? Like, everyone
so
should
it-
move yourself to where you are, in or outside of the house.
Is there a way I can hide, like, at this fountain?
That would be a pretty
I mean,
far-
that's
that's a dash, like, away.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
I'll hide behind this corner.
Yeah, realistically speaking, that would be incredibly hard in the fountain because it's like smack dab in like the open.
You're also kind of red, and
Uh,
water is not typically red.
Is there any way, looking up, do I see like a window or anything on the ceiling or no?
Jesus,
No, oh,
Wait, a
Not
window in
right
the
towards the other
ceiling?
window.
Fuck. Okay.
no,
we're
not
not
on
doing
the
the
ceiling.
Starlight
Skyline?
again.
Alright.
Can't keep doing this, Yui.
That's fine. Can I somehow make my way onto the roof?
Can I get to
Here,
the
let
roof
me-
too?
No.
Oh, I want to go on
No
the
kidding.
roof.
If you guys go
Actually-
around, there are like some like stacked like barrels and stuff that you can probably use to, like get up there.
I want to try and do that.
Wait a minute. Can I wait? Is there any barrels in the room?
Are you gonna hide in a barrel?
I want to bring a barrel. I want to bring a barrel outside by the door and then pop out.
Ah, excuse me.
I
You're
think
like,
there is a
"Surprise."
barrel by the door.
Yeah, there is not by the door. There are barrels right. Where is this? Like right here. That's not what I want to do. Where
How do
like
I
right
do-
here. There's like a corner
Oh,
right
how do
here
I
you
not
could
do
potentially
that?
hide. There's like a few other areas over there.
Oh, there we
Barrel
are. That's what I
contain
have.
a 6 foot human male.
I
Maybe.
mean, you would have to pass a stealth check, and if you're wearing heavy armor, that would be a disadvantage. But
He's technically not moving, so is it really?
I mean, like slight movements and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's
I
just like
guess
heavy
so.
armor. Yeah.
I was just arguing
Also-
an unnamed point.
Each time I'm breathing, the armor like shakes a little bit. All the
Alright,
chainmails.
Quivers.
Like,
I don't know if you want me to roll to get on top of the roof, but
Yeah, go for athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, sister, right? Do you need
Got it.
dice?
Dice down.
hey, I rolled a natural 20.
No fucking
Okay.
way.
Poggers.
Oh,
the fuck up there.
well, you don't need dice, or you do?
I have dice.
Okay, cool. I meant to ask
I
you.
also have roll 20 to use the virtual tabletop just in case.
Okay.
I'm gonna use just light roll.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I'm like asking this again for the millionth time, but I just want to be absolutely sure. You use a d20 for any checks, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay.
This
Cool.
is not a bad thing to ask. You're still new to D&D.
Yes.
Ah, thank you.
You
Nebula,
need
are you just chilling right there by the front door with me?
Yes.
oh wait, that's the front
does
door.
the front
Oh.
door is? You
It's
said
actually
it's
above
right
us.
here.
That's the front door. Where's the side door?
No, the front door
well,
is where
The
Walden
side
is.
door is what Yui busted open over here.
No, the
shit.
this is the window, right?
That's a window and another window right here.
And this right here where I am is. I'm using
Wait.
this. This is easier.
This
This
is
is the front door.
Oh
Yes.
shit. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oops,
Oh,
I
that's the front door.
misunderstood last time.
Or
Okay, where
Yeah,
would I?
window,
Can I just like
window.
I roll insight to see where would be the best place for me to hide?
well, I mean,
Like, where can I assume people are coming from?
They're coming
you
to
don't
the
know?
front door,
A
most
lot of places
likely.
they can come from.
While I'm up here, can I just look around and see if I see a group coming or something?
I'll hide inside.
yes, actually. Give me a perception check real quick.
Yes, sir.
So you're just hiding in the
Roman.
house now.
Yeah. I guess.
18, 22.
The gun, but
Okay.
whatever.
Fucking you with the
So-
high rolls, damn.
22? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can turn my
So-
camera on if you don't believe me.
No, I
Oh,
believe you,
that is
bro. I
very
believe
good.
you.
Alright. Cool.
Okay, because really quick, because we're in a session, do you want me to make my roles visible to you?
Oh, you're
Preferably.
fine.
But like I trust Yui. Like I doubt Yui would cheat.
Oh no,
No,
I'm talking about my roles.
Oh
Oh,
yes,
fine.
no. I mean y'all do your roles.
However you got it.
Yeah. That.
Wait, so you can see that just now? The thing, the D20 I did the thing?
You gotta make sure that they're public. Like at the bottom, there's
the,
a thing.
the share?
Yeah, there's like a world, like a planet.
Yeah, I have that on. So were you able to see my roll?
Yes.
Yep,
roll
that is 17, but that is not adding your like
Modifiers.
modifiers. So Yui,
Piece of shit.
off in the corner, like on the other side of the street, like on the other side of the plaza, you see 3 men approaching. One wearing heavier armor, one wearing like some like a leather coat with like a pauldron, and a robed man.
I like quietly just do like a
3 knocks.
Like what?
oh, I don't know if I picked up. Here. Macaque!
No. No.
Is there
No.
a rooster here?
Give me a perception check or a performance check.
You have roosters in this town?
Oh my god.
Like natural roosters is
I rolled a 9, so performance is 11.
Okay. All right. So I mean, the party heard you.
Right.
What does that mean?
Um,
You're a rooster.
I feel like that was a signal. I guess that means they're close, and I'm just gonna continue waiting like I've been. Is that Omni-Man?
I'm still just chilling in the barrel right now. I'm just sitting right here.
Oh yeah, do I recognize any of these people or no?
You do not.
Okay.
So you as you guys are, just kind of like preparing yourselves, you hear footsteps. 3 people, as well as clinking metal armor. One of them yells out, "All right, game's up. Come out."
Right. So I walk out. I'm not certain what game you think we're playing, but I will come out.
Okay. Well, and immediately, hold on.
Immediately I get across.
Immediately as you walk out,
You
You
are peppered.
hold on. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Immediately as you walk out, you feel something wash over you. Give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Vanished.
Okay, that is 15. 15 total.
Okay. So, as you walk out, you feel this strange sensation wash over you for a second. And you feel this almost like compulsion to like tell the truth.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you say saving throw?
Yes.
I'm sorry, that's 17. I added
Okay,
I just added my base charisma, my bad.
It's all good. It adds up either way. Like, what's it called?
Okay.
As you walk out, you feel this like compulsion to tell the truth, and because of that, you kind of automatically assume that you have just come under the effect of a Zone of Truth spell.
I didn't succeed in repelling it.
No, you did.
Oh, okay, I did. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know that what's it called? You're
That they
like-
tried.
yeah.
Okay.
Walden, you're also within the radius.
I mean, they didn't ask me anything, so I don't.
No,
gotta
you
say
just have
anything.
to roll a saving throw to see if it affects
Oh,
it.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
if you're in the radius, then what's it called? You
Oh,
got
charisma saving throw, my favorite. Like I'm a warlock or something. Oh. 6.
Are you sure you added saving throws?
Oh yeah, I didn't do the fuck. I did the. Give me a second. Oh, well, I did. I got a 2 plus 4.
Okay,
But
so
I
well.
rolled it in the website, but I like this.
yeah, so I mean, you know for a fact that what's it called? You cannot deliberately say a lie at the moment.
Don't ask me anything.
The mage, clearly a mage, walks over to the man up front and says, "Vasher, there's at least one other in there." Well, why don't you tell your friend to come on out?
I think let's have a few civil words just first. I don't want to exactly put everyone that may or may not be here in line of fire. I'm kind of taking a personal step myself in doing that. Can we talk just a moment before I pull someone out?
Very well. He kind of walks over and leans on the light post over here.
Right.
Now tell me, his hand's still on his hilt. Now tell me, why try to impersonate a Warforged?
To be truthful, I really thought I could pull it off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit of a performance man myself, and I completely scoffed it. I'm not gonna lie at all. That was one of my worst performances ever. That was a personal trial on my part, and I failed, realistically.
You can say that again. It says
Yes,
the
no,
man in heavy armor.
I truly realized as soon as I'm like, this is not. I could not have done much worse than I did. I was quite upset with myself.
Well, listen. You reek of the extraplanar. Tell me, why should we trust you? You, so far, have literally only tried to lie to us.
Because I'm putting my neck out here right now.
That is fair. However, you know...
Oh, I'm sorry, I should have clarified. My hands have been up this whole time.
Okay.
Just no violence whatsoever. Like, my hands have been very much so on display.
Alright.
Sorry, I meant to mention that as this started.
Okay. Well, that might be fair. However, that still doesn't explain why you were trying to impersonate a member of our organization.
Oh, well, that's
A
simple.
very well-known member, for that matter.
Well, that's simple. I wanted to get to know you.
Huh.
I'm not sure how you don't have a secret phone number or any other means of communication I can do to reach out to you. Now, myself personally and a few of my friends, we're not exactly happy with everything going on in the city. The underside, the underbelly, and the top of it. And seeing how I couldn't figure out any other way to reach out to you, I had to follow a few leads. Jump through rabbit holes. I want to know if your group can provide us the sanctity that this city has not given.
Listen. We aren't just looking for the sanctity of a city, we're looking for the sanctity of the world, kid. We're not just trying to... And Vasher shoots the gentleman in the armor like just a fucking death stare.
I'm not sure how much older that guy is, but I am 28 in this, so I'm not sure if kid is the appropriate term. Just wanted to throw that one out there.
Well, I mean, Vasher seems well in his 50s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah, I was just reiterating that information for information's sake.
Okay. The mage still is kind of standing back a bit, just kind of studying you a bit. Just looking you up and down. Listen.
Oh, I'm all ears.
You got any proof that you're wanting to make things better? Wait, Vasher. I think I recognize this kid. This guy. He looks over to you and goes, You fought Isander, right? In the park a couple days ago? Flowerhead?
I reached that into my satchel. Actually, wait, let me rethink that for half a second. I don't know anyone by that name. I did fight someone in the park that started cutting people up to ribbons, yeah? Wasn't particularly pleased about it. I wanted to try to talk to him too. But him and his people just started slashing people and I had to react. Something about knowing the true way, and all of a sudden him and his crew start transmogrifying and attacking people. I roasted all the innocents out of the park as soon as I could, and I handled it as best I could. Truthfully, I wanted to talk to him too. He didn't give me much of a choice, sadly.
He doesn't give much of a choice to anyone, really. It's very much a join him or die sort of situation.
He didn't even give me a chance to hear a spiel. It was just slash and ribbons. And as one does, you got to protect yourself. I apologize, but I had to do what I had to do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here having this conversation here.
Listen, I can respect that. Especially considering that bastard's been a thorn in our side for far, far too long.
Well, then it looks like I've already done a good deed for you, then.
Yeah, suppose so.
Would you like his head?
Come down here. And as he says that, a fourth member, one that none of you really noticed, jumps down from a building across the way. He's holding a very, very heavy looking crossbow. It's almost like a full on like ballista, just like handheld.
Dark Souls.
He walks over and is still keeping his distance, like his weapon is still kind of like pointed up, but not necessarily like, pointed directly at you. Just kind of like at the ready.
It could be lowered and shot at any time.
Yeah.
A low ready.
Alright.
So, like I said, I'm not particularly happy with how things are going. You speak of the world, I have to start small, I have to start where I am. I can only think about what's in my field of view. It's clear to me, with the limited conversation we've exchanged, that your view is much larger than my own. But I'm all about making things right.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What is your immediate goal? Right now.
To gather
What-
information.
To what end?
In the truest sense, my own. I can't rightfully protect anyone else if I can't protect myself, and in order to protect myself, I need to know what's going on.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hold on.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm nervous as fuck.
Ah, it's fine.
I know, same.
You still got Yui on the roof. He'll do
Yeah,
something.
little bugger. I got you
Anyway,
guys.
back-
If
Doing good at keeping things civil, at the very least.
Yes, you can, Yui.
We're probably gonna murder the fuck
Wait.
out of them, though.
I will do that.
Oida.
Just pop down right over here.
Alright.
Or you hop down.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
Give me a charisma check.
Oh,
the
see.
Welcome to the zone.
I should have specified non-threateningly, but
We're
Well, no, it doesn't matter. Like,
I rolled another 18.
Okay,
Not natural
so-
20.
What the fuck? I'm here with my
Okay.
two.
And, as y'all are kind of squaring up right now, you hear a familiar wet sound come up from the what's it called?
Oh god.
The like southern street up here. As Mimi just trots up, mechanical bits creaking and just wet maw just slopping, and Rail trailing behind her kind of sheepishly. The guy with the like arbalist, Murgoth, like kind of takes a step back. Once again, the weapons at the ready, just not necessarily like in any particularly threatening way to anyone.
You guys aren't the only one with someone on the roof. Just saying.
You're
Right.
not on the roof anymore.
Who
No.
was on the roof?
Fair
Right.
enough.
Let's
Neither
be
are you.
civil. I'm not sure what's happening. I wasn't expecting him to just jump down like that.
No, but they revealed their fourth member. I think it's only fair that I stepped into the light and revealed myself too.
I appreciate it. I just want to assure everyone this is still civil. We're not trying anything.
Oh, of course. I heard the whole save the world talk, and I had to get involved.
Bleeding heart, eh? Yeah.
I wanna hop out the barrel and crash. I'm here too.
So move your character where you think you want to be. I guess. Did you say you stepped outside?
Oh yeah. Like
Is there-
take him wherever you want.
And there's a window. Wait, isn't there a window right next to me, to my like right
There's a window right here.
here? Right there. Oh.
You can hop out and jump through the window right in front of Wisteria.
Yeah.
pushing
Wait,
a
are you blowing
stair
my
out of the
cover then?
way.
Huh?
Is my cupboard blown
Well,
now?
Oh, they don't.
Yeah.
I don't know about blown, but it's clear that there's more of us than they may have anticipated.
Also, just mentioning,
Yes.
like, line of sight here. The dude was here. Window's here. Like,
Trying to hide. I imagine Wisteria wouldn't just be standing in front of a window.
oh, fair.
Is
Alright.
Nebula
I should
trying
ask
to-
for a stealth roll.
Wisteria walks out too.
Okay.
So everyone's just pouring out of the house. Nebula, are you gonna follow suit?
There's a fresh window crack.
It's still civil. It's still civil. None
Right.
of us are threatening. None of us have our weapons drawn.
Is Mimi and
However-
Rael in my sight?
Yes. Wait, your sight? Yeah, like past Vasher, you can see her. See him. But you definitely okay. Like this guy right here, like the guy in heavier armor, like scrunches his nose a bit and goes, ugh. It kind of like shivers, like audibly, as like his armor just kind of shakes. All 5 of you smell. Just, ugh.
You said he's human?
Huh? Yeah, they're all human except for the guy with the arbalest. He's a half orc.
The dude in armor says we smell just a regular human dude.
Yeah, he like can. I mean, like you heard Vasher say something about the extra planar before, but like this guy is like now mentioning like all of you like together. I guess you're within smell range.
I'm gonna like smell my armpit.
Maybe.
I'm
like,
sorry, I typically
What,
wear cologne. I didn't
what
think
do I-
that smelled too bad.
What do I smell like?
Yeah, I'm actually quite curious myself.
I smell like a homeless dude.
He points at Walden and goes, "Not just homeless, you smell like death." Alratam, you pointing out Alratam. You smell of the celestial. The lady behind you smells of the elemental planes. The short one next to you reeks of the Fae. I have no idea what you smell like. Just
I'm gonna wiggle my
Beyond
ears at
the
him.
Thanks.
Canonically, we all smell terrible. Wait, what does... He has to smell Mimi at this point. What does Mimi smell like?
Are you asking him?
I'm
Maybe smells like gross.
assuming he would, like, notice and say, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, what the fuck is that, you know?
So he looks at it and goes, he looks at Vasher and goes, "Are mimics or from the material plane, right?" And Vasher just kind of goes, "I think." Yeah, no, she just smells wet.
Mimic's
Right.
probably the
Mimi's
best.
the only one who doesn't smell. That's
Let's
fantastic.
say the only one who smells
dirt and
normal is
grass.
the fucking mimic.
And
No, I'm sorry, I didn't have time to bathe this morning. And Mimi still kind of stinks of everything.
yeah, I was gonna say like,
Boy.
what's it called? The dude goes, "Nah, that gal still doesn't smell."
Right, so listen.
Thank you.
This is all of us. I wasn't expecting everyone to pull out of the house like that. I didn't ask them to. I didn't expect them to. But we're here,
How could
and we're
you-
still friendly. So,
How could you not expect me to leap off the roof after hearing this whole save the world
with
talk?
you, I kind of should have expected it. I'm not gonna lie. But everyone else... Anyway, we're deviating. I don't want to make it look like we're sidetracking or trying to pull a fast one. What is the next step in this current moment? I'm asking you, Mr. Vasa, I believe it was, that I caught from your friend. I don't want to impose, but I also don't want to have things get too lax to where something might snap. I want to handle the situation at hand.
Let me ask you one more question. As a group,
Please.
Luca Antonelli, what is he to you?
An occasional employer.
And you haven't seen any strange behavior from him recently? Paranoia?
I can't say I've known him long, but as paranoid as somebody whose crew would be is getting hunted down would be, I'd say.
Listen,
I mean, rightfully so. If I started off swinging at your organization, I believe you'd be a little anxious too, if I was doing it successfully. So nothing out
you
of...
mentioned the gentlemen, the creatures that were mutating when you were fighting Isander,
Yes,
that were slashing everyone up.
correct.
Would you believe me if I told you that every single one of Lucas' lieutenants that we murdered were either about to or had already transformed into one of those?
Can I insight check that?
You can?
I'd also like to, actually. Yeah, thank you.
I'd also like to thank you.
I got a 12.
Let's see, that is that plus.
I got a
insight.
7, so I'm
Dirty
gonna-
20.
Okay, so couple things. First of all, I forgot Wisteria and Nebula. Both of y'all owe me a charisma check. Secondly,
Oh, shit, true.
yes, a charisma saving throw. Secondly, Vasher is within the range of the zone of truth.
That doesn't mean we know whether he was hit by it or not.
I got an 11.
Ooh, foot cramp.
It doesn't, but I mean he is within range.
Oh wait, did I pass?
What'd you get?
Yeah, he's in his own
11.
truth, isn't he?
I got
11?
me 17.
So, Wisteria, you do not pass. Nebula did pass.
Oh, am I still in
So
the
I-
zone of truth?
I'm not
I have a
sure.
question for you.
No,
two.
you were no longer in zone of truth.
Yeah.
Vasher, was it? I have a
Yes.
question for you guys then. If we say Luca is a good guy, the one who we're quote unquote fighting for, what does that make us to you?
Well, depends on what you do here. Either obstacles, someone we're indifferent to, potentially allies.
It's fair enough. Now, to answer your question, I'd have a tough time to believing anyone could just spontaneously turn into that. But I see no reason for you to throw out such a bold claim unbasedly.
This dude steps up a bit, like his mace is like hung around his like belt. He's still carrying a shield, but like his weapon isn't drawn.
Mm-hmm.
He steps up and goes, "It wasn't spontaneous. Mutating to one of those isn't something that just happens in a short amount of time. It takes time for your soul to get warped to the point that your body becomes warped with it. It's strange. It reeks, whenever we kill one of them, they reek of both the Feywild and the Shadowfells, but Isander mostly only ever uses. He's some sort of Fey entity. So we assumed it was some sort of Fey enchantment, but all of our countermeasures for that don't work. The only cure is death.
I think that statement is a little blind. There's always a cure. It might be out of reach, but there's always a cure. I do want to backtrack just a little bit. I did roll a dirty 20 on an insight check on Vassar.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? I mean, he's still within the zone of truth. Like, he was telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose I'd have to.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm willing to believe that. But I would need a little convincing. Realistically.
He looks over at the mage guy. Tywin, how long can you open the gate for? Shoot. How many are there? He's like, kind of like, you can tell he's a younger man compared to like everyone else here. Maybe like early 20s. He's like counting everyone up. Is the dog coming?
Yes.
If the
Yes.
dog
Okay.
needs to see something, I'm not. You have to take a break before you just say open a gate. Where's it to, and what are we doing? I don't want to necessarily be just transported somewhere against my will.
You say you need convincing.
Yes.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Is he saying that, or is that you saying that?
And that's him saying it.
It's me saying that.
Okay.
Hold on here. Okay. Well, you say you want some convincing. We're Well, we know a man that can. So, if you come with us, we can get you settled, if you will.
Settled where?
Settled how?
Just
Tell us why.
I wanted to say, but it didn't make sense, so I chose not.
Settled when?
Settled who?
all right. Poor choice of words. We can have you meet someone that can explain further the danger that the city's in, the gravity of what we're doing. Tywin, if you will. And with a good amount of strain, he opens up like a whirling red portal next to him. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Vasher turns to this dude, like the guy in heavy armor. Let me look over my notes. Hackett.
I like the name.
Carry up the rear.
Nice.
Hmm.
So I suppose we're all going through then.
No?
So I'm gonna. Oh, that is. Thank you for the portal. I really appreciate that. That is a much better portal. Fancy portal.
See, living, here we come.
Yui. At this point, out of character. Yui apparently has a work emergency. So what's it called? Yui looks at y'all and goes, I'll be back. I'll sleep on it. And he just walks away.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty good point for him to, like, not follow y'all.
Always peering
Again, I
out.
wasn't expecting that either. But I guess we're to go through this portal then.
Yep. Now get to it. And Vasher walks through.
Oh, he just walked straight through?
Yeah. Murgoth walks after him. Tywin and Hackett are still, just hanging out, like, helping, like, urging y'all to go in.
I was going to be hesitant until I saw them just walk through it themselves.
Yeah,
I'm
that
looking-
makes me feel like it's trustworthy.
I'm looking for answers and I'm not going to find them here, so... Alratam's going to take his first step through. He was going to walk
Hackett's
through
like-
first.
Hackett goes, it better be trustworthy. I want to make sure I can have kids in the future.
That's good to know too. And Alratam walks through the portal personally.
Or,
Nebula whispers to Wisteria, "Look, I don't know if I trust the situation fully. I'm pretty sure there's going to be something happening here."
Yes, well, for now it seems like the only thing we can do is just go along with it.
Walden.
And I want to stick my weapon through the portal.
Okay.
Oh, that's my
okay.
butt!
So, two things. First of all, before you stick your weapon through a portal, perched right here, you see a familiar bird with like a plague doctor mask covering its face and beak. It looks at you.
Psychonaut.
It looks at you. It just flies away. This way. And then you stick your weapon through the portal. Well, Hackett goes, what are you... And he, like, is kind of reaching for his, like, mace. But he sees that you're just kind of, like, checking it. And goes, okay.
I gotta poke
Okay.
that before I try it out.
Fair enough. Tywin's, like, visibly straining.
Oh. You seem like you're having a hard time.
It's very difficult.
Oh, you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Let me just, I gotta stretch a little bit before I go through.
Wisteria
I'm
goes
gonna go
to the
join
portal.
Olden.
Are y'all just stretching?
Wisteria goes to the portal.
Follow behind Wisteria.
Transportation is strenuous work. I gotta get, into the move.
All right. Well, y'all are limber now, so you got advantage on your next athletics or acrobatics.
I want to do a backflip into the portal.
Okay, give me an
Please
athletics.
roll, please.
Give me an acrobatics, actually.
I'd love for you to flump over halfway through the portal.
Okay.
Oh, that would be so
You need to
great.
throw.
So let's see after that. 19.
Athletic
plus
savings
3,
though.
So it's 22.
Okay.
22. Yeah, he does a fucking like triple somersault, like handstand, fucking backflip through the portal.
Alright, so Walden's through.
Wait, no, that wasn't with that advantage. Ask. Okay.
So it's just Rael and Mimi left right now. And Tywin's probably
so.
crying right now.
Yeah, Tywin is like sweating. He looks like he's about to shit himself.
I'm gonna pick up Mimi, like throw over my shoulder. And
Okay, so
strong.
Mimi does the thing that dogs do, that like shift. She's like shifting her like center of gravity to like make it like really awkward to pick her up.
Roll a handling check.
No,
Like literally animal handling.
you can totally do it. It's just just annoying enough that you're like, God, fucking sit still, and you just like put Mimi over your shoulder and go through. All right.
Going to
So-
very loudly go on record saying this sounds like an awful idea. And then I go through the portal.
As the portal closes, Tywin just very like just goes and like goes through it too.
What a pitiful little man.
He's
I
just a
love
little
him.
guy.
You object of my affection.
Okay, so
Grembo is out. Tywin is in.
Oh,
I'm
fucking
Mimi's
Christ.
biggest fan.
oh, I accidentally deleted the portal. Whoops. All right,
Oh
so
my God.
thank you to Zepeku for making these wonderful fucking maps.
Shout out to Zepeka. We totally didn't pay for these. We're sorry.
Can you not? I'm sorry, Zepeku.
Right here is where the portal opens. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, right there's where the portal opens up. More towards the center. Holy shit, this sucks. All right. Man, yeah, like right around there's where the portal opens up.
Backflips through.
We actually line up on this map. Sweet.
I know.
It's
Zepeku's
nice.
maps are really good. Once again,
Once again,
I
shout
need
out
to
Zepeka.
yeah, shout out to Zepeku.
Subscribe to their Patreon. The link
I'll
to it?
subscribe to
I
your
don't know.
Patreon.
You know what? Should we drop their link into the Twitch thing?
Potentially. Like I feel bad about being broke at the moment, but
Oh,
Least we can do is shout them out.
Bolden with all the fucking colors.
I'm totally
Hey.
just dropping their link in the Twitch thing.
Ice, really quick, how did you get the how did you get the really cool the fucking thingy McBubber that you have?
Yeah,
special.
Still, I want one too.
Undead magic. You have to be a warlock to do it.
I'm going to cry. No, I'm
You have to sacrifice your wallet to the Hero Forge patrons
Gods.
to be able to receive the special circle of.
Listen,
Miss.
I'm broke. I'm not gonna fuck around and find out right now.
Okay, so, y'all make it through. Tywin is on the ground, like as like the last person right before the portal shuts down. Tywin's just on the fucking ground, like panting. Hackett walks over and like is like, there, buddy. It's all good.
So he's on the ground. I hope that doesn't mean we're stuck wherever we are.
shit, you could do. You actually don't even know like what you would do here, like an Arcana check maybe to like figure out like if.
To see like if
You
I'm
can-
in a different realm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like see if like you're within the.
if I can sense any like
material
interplanar
plane.
energies.
Yeah.
Maybe the gravity's different.
Okay, that is that plus. You said Arcana.
Yes.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. So you are in a demi-plane, but still definitely in the material plane.
Fascinating. Appears this plane is owned by someone.
It sure is. Go up ahead.
I feel comfortable with you leading the way if it's all the same.
I can't go up there at the moment. You go up.
Too right. I suppose I'm a risk taker today, so let's fucking go. Tell me when I would stop. I don't know exactly.
So, as you're walking through this, like, just lavish, almost angelic, you know, like, room, like the light echoing in from the windows on the far end, a throne that is hugged by angels, and these, like, statues of like, figures all around. You see a man about 6'5"-ish. He couldn't be like older than 30, 35. Scraggly beard, slightly messy blonde hair, with his hands behind his back, wearing a suit, a pinstripe suit, and just looking up and about. Alratam, you specifically feel a particular sense of familiarity, not just to the gentleman in front of you, but specifically to this place.
That's strange. Who are you? Have I
Welcome.
been here before?
Well, that's a good question. Who are you exactly? The gentleman walks down the stairs as soon as he's noticed you. I was expecting someone else, but
Suppose you have to make do with me. My name's Al.
well, welcome, Al. My name is Thaden.
I'm not gonna like hold you back laughter. You can make that canon for Nebula if you wanna.
Oh, just kind of like
Nervous
giggling a bit.
laughter.
Yeah.
Does he just look too much like a pretty boy or something? He totally does.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of. He's like, honestly, pretty fucking hot. Like,
He's a vampire.
His name is Thaden.
So, Mr. Thaden, I suppose the first questions we have are... Where are we? Who are you? And
Did your parents
what
love
are you trying to do?
well, one question at a time. I'll start with the ladies. Yes. Now yours. Well, I am the current seneschal of this place. This, he kind of gestures all around, is the throne room of the Watcher. A being that was tasked with defending the material plane from any extraplanar threats. The kind of smile that he's been wearing so far kind of fades ever so slightly. Currently missing. And in this place, we have taken up the mantle.
Right.
We follow his last words. And with that, We want to make sure that the material plane is safe and free from all dangers that come from beyond.
And
Now-
what does that reference right here? So I'm sure you're not just extrapolating some larger, vague threat.
Being one, ain't ya? Well,
Well, no one just says, I want to protect my house. They want to protect the house from something. They know what that something is.
do you know what a perpendicularity is?
I can't say I do.
Now?
Actually, if everyone
Or
wants
would
to give
I?
me an arcana check.
I'm not good at math.
That is a 13.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Give me a second.
21.
Woo!
I forgot I'm smart.
Yeah, artificers got like that good intelligence.
Got like +6 wisdom.
Holy shit! Wait, for
Wait, holy shit.
Arcana's
I got a
intelligence link.
13.
Oh,
13.
wait, no, +4 intelligence. Still
That's
smart.
that's so fucking great. What'd you get, Nebula?
13.
Okay. So, Wisteria, did you give me your roll?
I didn't realize I was muted this entire time.
Oh, you goof.
I rolled an 8, so it didn't matter.
I hope you didn't say anything
Hey.
important.
We're both bad at math.
I literally have a -1 intelligence. I don't know why I decided to roll this.
So,
The attempt.
Rail, you have heard of what a perpendicularity is, at least, in passing. It's effectively a conjuncture, a meeting point of one or more planes of existence in one place. See, Thaden walks up again. As he does, you are slammed with this just, like, presence. He's not aggressive or anything, it's just, like, grandeur. You almost feel the urge to kneel.
Wow, this Pokemon has the ability pressure. That's great.
Right. That's
Every
good.
spell slot you spend actually spends 2 spell slots.
That's terrible. Don't actually make that real.
Oh, that's all my spell slots.
Right,
Does that
that's
mean you just can't cast 9th level spells?
I'm not
What?
sure.
Wait,
So, he goes, see, 200 years ago, a cult attempted to awaken some sort of entity out in Old Osland. I'm sure you've heard of, that whole ordeal by now, given the fact that I've heard that you've been talking to someone about a little bit of an expedition. Now, see, that there is a perpendicularity. That nadir, I think, is what they call it now. Because that is connecting the material plane to the Shadowfells, and the Shadowfells with an even deeper plane. A plane that, up until then, had never had any form of connection to the material plane.
So you're saying
And-
it's like a three-way intersection?
Effectively. Now, I have it on some pretty good intel that there is something out there that has a vested interest in opening up another one of those perpendicularities in another place that is a conjuncture of ley lines. A place very thick in magic energy, very connected to extraplanar realms. A place like this city. Every single government office here doubles as a temple to Asmodeus, and as such acts as a portal to allow devils in and out of our plane. Every single one of those portals weakens the defenses of this entire plane And by allowing those extraplanar entities in and out of our city, what's happening is that it's making this exact city a prime spot for another perpendicularity. To allow another one of those nadirs to open up here. I'd say we were lucky that the last perpendicularity that opened only connected us to 2 realms. Could you imagine if, for example, every single one of the heavens crashed down on us in one go? Despite the alignment towards good or whatever, every single person in this entire planet would cease to be. They would burn in holy fire, no matter what they did, how good they were in their life. And that's the best scenario that can happen. He takes another step.
I stepped back, by the way. I'm not sure if I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, I saw it, don't worry.
Stereo is not.
See, that is what I'm fighting for. But, oh, hello, doggy. Well,
Just a very fucking stern man, and all of a sudden, oh, doggy, the baby!
seal this boo-boo bear within the earth.
Soul weakness is cute animals.
Everyone's is.
No. Valid.
He like leans over and starts petting him, like not even caring that he's just getting like slime all over his hand.
Does it burn him?
Hmm?
Does the slime burn him?
Not that you can see. So,
a follow question. I'll roll a perception check if I have to. That is a 17, right?
okay.
No. Yeah, 17.
What are you trying to perceive?
Does it appear like he's actually touching Mimi, or is he ethereal?
Yes. Oh yeah, he's physical. He's touching me.
I just wanted to determine his corporeal form or not.
Yeah. Okay. Now, your boss, he says, making eye contact with Asteria, has had some dealings with the Fae before, but seems like they've come to collect.
In what way?
They have been starting to seep into his organization, starting to use them as tools in their little courtly games. Even you, innocent as you may be, have been touched, have been affected by this. I can assure you, your little sisters back home, they're definitely being affected by it one way or another as well. When's the last time you went to check on them?
Digit draws her gun and points it directly at the man's head. Don't you dare mention my sisters.
Easy now.
Hey,
Easy now. It's not threatening.
I'm
He's
just trying to
asking
help
questions.
What makes you so sure that they're in trouble?
you. Because they're in the city. They're in the Copperlight district.
You know too much and I don't like it. She puts her gun away.
I was about to say the same.
I
How
know.
do you know all this?
I know what I know. I have a little birdie that tells me things. He says, kind of walking this way. Like, for example, as he steps next to you, Nebula, like, every single hair in your body just stands and, like, just shivers. I know that your mother is still alive. And you. He like looks like directly at you, Alratam.
I'm like keeping a solid 5 foot distance.
It's just glaring at Thaden.
You never met your parents, did you? I don't mean that as an insult.
Alratam's smile immediately goes dark.
I don't mean that as an insult. You just remind me of a dear old friend of mine.
Like Alratam went from straight jovial and trying to keep the peace to straight grimace. But he doesn't say anything.
Listen, new friend. I'm sure we all would appreciate a little bit of transparency here. How do you know these things?
Well, like I said, I have eyes and ears everywhere. It is my job to know what's going on in and out of this city and this plane.
Okay. Well, assuming you aren't just dicking around here, are you positive my mom is still here?
Oh, the quiet one's got some fangs. Well, yes, I know she is. And that Oobleck that you've been hunting down is currently her prey. You don't know much about how much training did you have in your order? Well, that doesn't matter. Point is, every single one of you, except for you, young lady, he says, pointing at a rail, have been touched by a different plane. Some of you, he looks over at Walden, have even been to different planes very recently. When is that? Yesterday? The day before?
Damn it!
You catch Golden as he's drawing on the statue with a piece of chalk. Oh, what? Me? Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe I don't know what.
Oh. Oh, don't worry. That's just that's Elysian marble. It'll scratch right off.
Something about traveling places. I might have gone somewhere, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, so, why are you telling us all of this? If you know so much, I'm assuming you're telling us these things because you want something. Now just spit it out already.
Well,
I want to get out of this place.
my attention is required elsewhere. I can't exactly go down and handle things the way I would want to down in the city. So, given the fact that the 5 of you, sometimes 6, have a very close contact to Luca Antonelli, I want you to go down there. I want you to find out exactly what or who is influencing him. And if you can, save him. He could be a potentially beneficial ally. If not, do it for the city, he says, looking at Wisteria and winking.
What's in it for us helping you out? I understand keeping my boss safe is one thing, but why should we help you?
Oh. I, as you have seen, know things.
Yes, and I do not like that.
Could help you get answers to things you've met, people you're looking for. Even potentially, I can help figure out ways to kill certain things standing in your way. Like that Asander fellow. I know he's been supposedly looking out for all of you recently. That being said, of course, I would be more than happy to pay you handsomely one way or another. But he takes another step. I need you to make a promise. A pact, if you will.
Another one.
I do not like this.
No, don't take it so personally. It's not that scary. All I'm asking you is to make a pact that you will do what needs to be done to protect this plane, no matter what the cost.
I want to roll insight on him. I don't trust him.
All right, go for it.
Easy challenge 30.
That was a nat 1.
You fucking trust him immediately.
I don't. I'm not gonna
No,
give
you
that.
don't.
I'm not gonna give you that.
No, you don't
I
have
I'm
to.
so against trusting him that I'll say like I'm ambivalent. That's the best you can get out of me.
I need to ask
I can give
clarity.
it in.
You said it sounded the flower head. They said he worked with you all.
Oh, who? No. We have been trying to hunt him down for quite some time. Slippery fellow.
Oh, I misunderstood then. The way he spoke, it made it sound like as if he was part of your crew.
Truth be told, I would normally rather not allow those touched by other planes to help. However, the lot of you have proven yourselves, and you've proven yourself to Vasher, whom I have a very much respect for.
I'm not certain about proving yourselves. I think we're being a bit oversold here. But what makes you confident, you with your all-knowingness in this area, around our lives, that we can actually help?
Well, I don't know. I'm not all-knowing. I only know what I know. And truth be told, I don't. As far as I know, whatever entity has been tampering with Lucas' mind could very well kill all of you. Even the dog. Especially the dog. But who knows? I am a bit of a gambling man.
Question if that's okay.
Go for it.
So as far as we can tell, the reason that we are here is because of something that happened in relation to the Warforged who bombed City Hall. What connection is there to here?
Yeah. Phaistos is a bit of a unruly element. I have tried very, very hard to keep him in line, but he tends to go against my wishes.
Did he make that pact?
He did.
And how does he
In fact,
justify that?
Every man you've met, Vasher, Murgoth, Hackett, Tywin, they've all made the pact. Plenty others as well. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the current mayor, he's actually upped the presence of devils in our realm, in our city. Normally, that could be seen as a good thing, given they're all about laws and order and what have you, but that has had it will have lasting effects, much more than just, passing a couple laws here, passing another law there, convicting a couple of criminals to eternal damnation. Nah, none of that matters. What matters is how much he's weakening this realm. Phaistos was a bit hasty in bombing that statue. It was a wonderful piece, really. But I don't fully condemn it.
And do you... Let me think of how I want to say this. Do you believe this action is willful? The weakening of this barrier that you proclaim.
Could you repeat that one more time? The music was a little loud.
Sorry. Do you believe that action, the mayor's actions, are willful to be weakening the barrier of this plane?
Willful or not, it is weakening this plane. We've already sent multiple letters to him, pleading, begging him to find another route, to hire more guards, to do anything. But instead, he keeps delegating more and more work to diabolical clerks. In an economical sense, he's handing out jobs that could be given to hard-working men and women to devils. It goes far, far beyond just a simple, hole being poked through our defenses here or there. It's weakening our hearts. It's weakening the will and the spirit of people in the city. I'm sure some of you, at least the city rats here, have seen how much poverty has increased over the last couple decades. Sure, crime has gone down. That's mostly because people are afraid of being sent straight to hell.
I guess I've never really thought of it that way. I mean, shit.
Shit indeed. Shit indeed. He snaps his hands and a chair just appears behind him and just flips her over and sits on it backwards, leaning on like the back of the chair.
Like
Well,
cool teacher.
Yes,
what do you say?
Like cool teacher.
Yeah, cool teacher. Well, what do you say?
I say, what if I refuse to make the pact alone? I'm not against helping. That's why I sought these people out in the first place.
Well, how about this? If a single one of you accepts, then we'll have a deal.
Mimi, go.
I don't think.
Fuck.
I don't think.
I tried.
What can we gain from signing this pact other than, like, what's the fine print on this document here?
Oh, you good girl, you good girl. Well,
This guy's definitely big bad guys, I promise.
I would allow you to tap into a little bit of. I'd help you out here or there.
How much are we getting paid?
Money wise, name a price.
At least 2.
Okay,
At least
2 gold.
Wow. If we're being paid in gold,
That was a joke. I didn't actually say that.
He snaps his hand and, like, 2 fucking giant gold chunks just fall behind you. Like, right, yeah.
100. 100.
Oh, no, died.
Listen,
At least 100.
You guys
if
think I
we're
should
going
bite
to
the
be
bullet on
making
this
any
one?
sketchy,
Oh, one more time, Sarah?
I was talking over Corey, sorry.
Corey?
I cease to exist.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. No, if we're going to be making any sketchy deals with you, I would like our payment up front. Personally.
All right.
Information. And that's just if we haven't made any, like, decisions yet.
Sounds fair to me.
However, it does beg the question, who's going to sign that pact? 'Cause I'll help.
I
I'll
can bite the
always-
bullet on this one.
I will always help, but I will not sign
can-
a pact.
I can sign another one. I mean,
I
can't sign it.
am. In my field, information is worth its weight in gold. So having some near all-knowing person on my side might be exactly what I need to get a leg up. Sure, I'll sign.
Once again, I only know what I know. And
You know a lot more than I do.
I can offer a handful of things. Well,
I have an important question.
yes.
What are you?
Ooh.
Me? I am what I am.
No, no, no.
And what's that?
No, no, no. I know what I am. They know what they are. You know what you are. What are you?
I'm the last scion of the Watcher.
Why?
What?
Why are
What-
you
what-
the
what-
last? What happened to the previous? What happened to the Watcher? An
Like I
order does
said-
not start with one person.
No one knows what happened to the Watcher.
And your companions.
He abandoned us. Our companions we were betrayed. Some of us turned against the others, and I'm the last who remains. At least from the originals chosen by the Watcher. Now I'm the one who chooses.
Can you tell me why I shouldn't believe that you were part of the de facto group that revolted, that turned? How convenient
Because-
it is that you are the last and the one handling everything.
Because I have yet to bring about my, like, just like the little air quotes, omnipotence, one of those, to bear against this realm. If I really had the means or will to damage this realm in a serious way, then given the 1,000 or so years I've had the job, I would have probably done so by now.
Well, that's comforting.
I'm glad you
So
think
you
so.
have the power to destroy the world.
Oh, no. I mean, could I have found it? Potentially. But it's not really my prerogative or something that I want to do.
So, a question for further detail. Are you among the mortal races? Is that what you are, or are you some immortal being?
You do know that elves are immortal, technically, right? But no, I am mortal. I could be killed. I can die of old age. It would take a long time, but I could die of old age.
I will sign the pact then, if no further questions are required.
You know a guy called Wizhard?
Oh no, I don't know who that guy was.
So what
As
is
much
it?
as I would like to say that I do, I sadly do not.
Wait. So
They're
you know
not-
everything about the
doesn't
city.
look
I was
Don't
gonna
Don't
say,
about
you
the
know who
sexy
Wizard
piece
is.
of Wizard. The absolute
afraid.
fucking man's got the fucking donk. You know.
He's
Listen,
still trying to move
Wizard's
it.
a fucking king, okay? Like,
Actually, it's entirely possible that Wizard's shop is a demiplane as well.
You know what? That's actually almost exactly what it is.
So it would make sense because he's not technically in the city.
Yeah.
That was out of
valid.
character me saying that, not in character.
no, yeah.
Right. So, our lovely little red friend here signs your pact. And then what? We've been going from place to place, starting with the bombing, working with Luca, figuring out where your bomber was, all this. And all in all, we have no new information. We have an expedition out to the Shadowfells in a week's time. And we've learned nothing. What do you want us to do? Because we haven't
Like I
proved
said-
especially useful so far, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, you have all been very, very useful, very capable. Like I said, all I want you to do is find out and if you can, eliminate the entity that has been influencing Luca Antonelli.
And you have any hints or advice on how we might do that if you,
It is most definitely.
the omniscient of the city, can't find it out?
Once again, I'm not omniscient. I only know what I know and what my spies tell me. Fine. I could get you in contact with my agent inside of the Pikes. And, you know, he can help you figure some stuff out. All you need to know, or correction, all we really know is that it is some form of Fey influence. Something connected to that Isander fellow. Maybe even whatever is making him so damn hard to kill.
Will this help? And I have it in my knapsack. I pull out his quote-unquote head.
Well, in any other context, that'd be incredibly grim. You do realize that, right? Well,
It's just a bouquet of flowers. Trust me, I wouldn't keep it in any other context.
he walks over.
I'm really glad you kept the head that I
have a
decapitated
head
from the body.
Well, I can't say so no head.
He like grabs it and like takes the bouquet of like now like desiccated flowers.
Yeah, they're wilted by this point.
Oh yeah, they're super wilted. And he's like, from everything I can see, these are at the moment just flowers. Did he bleed when you killed him?
I don't believe he did.
Hmm.
If I recall properly, I believe he just collapsed into ashes of sort, flower petals. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think he just kind of like decayed. Right there.
Maybe he's some sort of Leshy? Huh. Either way. Wait. Actually, that makes sense.
I was thirsty.
A Leshy is a small, about the size of a gnome or a hobbit, plant-based entity, normally created by witches or other fey creatures to keep as familiars or slaves. If he is some form of Leshy-esque creature, that might mean that he could potentially be linked to whatever is influencing Luca, if he himself isn't whatever's doing it.
That's a possibility, but that would beg the question, and I take another step back because I'm wholeheartedly uncomfortable near him. That does beg the question, why would... What was his name again? Sorry.
Which one?
The flower dude.
Oh, Isander.
Isander, thank you. Why would Isander, who could possibly be connected to Luca Antonelli, instruct the grunts of which he controlled to attack Luca's people? Would it be a thought
If
that
I
we
was
have
fine,
two conflicting fae within the city?
that would be a terrifying thought.
Because if we're certain of two things now, is that Isander is his own problem, and Luca is being influenced by another. You don't take out your own troops without reason, and what happened in the park would qualify as without reason.
Well, you could always go into the Feywild and find out. And he walks over, like back to Wisteria. Hello. What? Hello?
Did someone say something? I heard somebody whisper as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I said I'm sorry because I was sneezing. I don't know if y'all.
Oh
heard
no,
that.
you didn't pick up.
Oh,
You're
no.
fine.
One last question before I sign your pact.
I think he
Of
was going to
course.
say something to you, actually.
Oh, well, one more question in general. Are you able to tell what the Fae was that has affected me? Who they might have been?
He like squats down to like be an eye level with you, and it's kind of like he puts like his hand on his chin and like a kind of like a pensive thing, and he kind of squints at you. Definitely an archfey.
Archfey?
Yeah, that one doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise you?
You smell like the summer. So
The summer court, then. Good to know. Sealy, not unsealy, I guess. That's at least something.
Bingo. Well, hand me your arm.
Very well. And she does so.
You extend your arm out, and he touches your forearm, like just below your wrist, and a slight burning, not really painful, like courses through as the image of an outstretched hand reaching up with a halo encircling it appears on it. Anyone else? What?
You could have warned me that would hurt.
Did it hurt?
A little bit. More than I wanted to.
Snaps his fingers, and you're healed back up to full health if you have any damage.
I was down 3 to health, so I'll take it.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, I have oodles of questions for you, but I'm certain you won't answer them anyway. Not decisively at this moment, at least.
Oh, do me. That looks like fun.
He does the same to you.
Oh, wait, can I whisper into his ear real quick?
Sure.
This won't conflict with any other patrons I have, right?
Hayden has that fucking bruh face.
Like, if I have this other person, I got Raspa. I don't want her like getting mad that I'm cheating on her. Okay.
He like kind of leans in and goes like, most gods tend to cheat anyway. Don't worry. Like, I'd be surprised if she's not getting like reamed by like someone else right now.
Oh my god!
Oh my
My
god.
Fucking call your god a whore.
Jesus Christ.
Getting cocked. Fuck.
All right, let's go. And he like touches your arm, and like the same thing happens.
God damn it, Ice.
Man, I'm getting
Poor
cucked.
Walden.
That was the most like resigned I'm getting cooked I've heard.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You're destroying
Well.
this man's faith.
Oh my god.
Well, since you two have taken this little blessing of mine, he snaps his hand, and in front of you, two items appear of you in front of each. In front of Walden, a set of gauntlets with runes. Like the top part is metal, and the rest are like leather. But like along the metal, like all over the metal, are inscribed like runes that kind of pulse lightly with a light blue energy, as well as a pauldron that looks relatively similar to the one that Basher had. It's a mixture of like metal and leather. And for Wisteria, a dark cloak with feathers on the shoulders, and a set of a sword and a dagger.
Am I choosing or getting both?
You were choosing one. Hold on. Where are you at?
I feel like I've seen this at a place
think I know what one of the items are. I don't know what the other two are, though.
I feel like Wizard showed one of these to us, but I don't remember.
Potentially, I go through this stuff. Where are you? There you are.
He's probably borrowing this from Wizard's place. Like he snaps his finger and like takes it from his place.
He opens a portal just to pull some random shit off Wizard's shelf.
Wizard's gonna give you a side quest to come kill this motherfucker because of shoplifting. Actually, yo, wait,
So
Oh,
there's. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. That word has a word that I can use. Oh. I grab the gauntlets.
You again the gauntlets.
Eldritch ferocity.
Oh my god. Okay, this first item is amazing. Let me look at the other one.
I don't even know what they do. I should probably read the. I probably should have read the stuff before I just saw the word Eldritch and I just picked it.
While y'all are doing that, he walks up to like you three, the ones that didn't make the deal, and goes, and since I am so magnanimous, here, snapping his fingers, in front of you appears what appears like a satchel. It's like made out of leather, and on the front, on the one side, the side with that like latch is closed, you see like kind of the shape of like a griffin.
You say
I'm
gonna
there's
reach
one
out and
for
grab
each of
that
us?
thing.
Okay, you take it, and as soon as you grab it, it like in your head, it automatically goes, "Oh, hello, governor."
Hello, governor.
I scream because what the fuck?
Ah, what's going on?
Wait,
Well, are you okay?
Dude,
What
what
the
the?
fuck?
What is
What
this thing? What did you just give me?
That is a sentient bag of holding. Have fun.
It talks?
They come in sentient version.
Well,
Yeah.
hope you have more voices.
Yeah,
of
sure,
it
whatever,
ready.
kid.
He's kind of like scratching his head and goes, "Do they not come in sentient forms?"
Also, I realized the gauntlets can really be used by me at the moment.
I'm definitely taking that.
The coat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've already got a cool weapon. Both
Oh.
of them are very cool, though. These are very good magic items.
So you're not omnipotent. You're not omniscient. I'm aware of that. You keep repeating that. You're always about fine wordplay, I see. What information can you give us that will help us help you?
Like I said,
Oh,
I
yeah.
personally don't know, but I will get you in contact with my man in the Pikes. He has been on this case for about 1.5 years now.
Right, I totally forgot that he said that, actually.
If anyone else, if anyone has more information than I currently have, it'd be him.
His name wouldn't be Grumbo, would it?
Bingo.
Dust, I love you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Your story just became a whole lot more believable.
What?
I said your story just became a whole lot more believable.
Oh, okay. I thought that there was going to be something else there, and you just cut out or something.
No.
Oh God.
Hi guys, I was here the whole time. I'm glad you brought it to crew.
Put him away. Put him away.
No!
Put him
Oh
down.
my God.
Who wrote Grumbo 2?
Wait, I just really noticed. Who the fuck's been drawing at the bottom of the map?
I drew the red among us. I don't know who did the black one.
That was me.
God damn it, God. And there's a penis. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
That's not supposed to be a penis. That's supposed to be a gun.
Oh.
That's supposed to be a gun.
oh wait, so I'm picking between the gauntlets and the shoulder piece.
Yes.
Oh, I'll just take the gauntlets, even though there's gonna be some fuckery that happens with them. But I think that'd be
The
pretty fun.
phantom fists.
If you roll a 1 or 2, you take 3d12 damage. about necrotic damage?
Rail,
Okay.
I can't ask you in character because I wasn't there. But actually, I guess it's a better question for Dust. Did Grumbo go with Rail, or did he like what happened in the interim? I feel like there's a missing gap of information.
Oh
of
yes,
what
I
happened
should have
from...
probably mentioned.
Yes.
What's it called? As soon as he ran in, he told you where to find, like told Rail where to find like the rest of the party, and sent you on her like on your way while he stayed behind, and like your dad gave him a bunch of like water because like he gave him like a full tankard of water and he fucking like downed it in 2 gulps, and he just kept panting like he was just like recovering from the fucking mad dash he did to like reach your place.
This coat is insanely good.
So I guess I have one last question. The followers that escorted us here, they claimed that once somebody was turned in the way that we saw in the park, that there's no way to fix it. Is that truly the case, as far as you know?
First time I saw this was roughly 500 years ago. I was down in Ganu, a southern desert continent, a country. Very, very nice this time of year, actually. It stays a nice, like, even temperature now down there. But, yes. Whatever happens to the soul in that transformation irreversibly changes them. We have managed to restore the body, even cast a greater restoration on them, and their body turned back to normal. But only for a couple minutes. Their soul stayed broken. Anything short of divine intervention? No, you're not. They're gone.
So 500 years. Have you figured out what actually is happening? Is it a spell?
A person is made up.
curse?
A person is made up of 3 things: the mind, body, and soul. The mind is obviously the mind. The body is obviously the body. But your soul can kind of be described as a web, a mishmash of all the experiences and things that make you up at a deeper level than either mind or body. But whatever happens when this transformation happens, usually through some sort of magical corruption, it completely burns away the web. The soul remains, but as an empty husk. It is the spiritual equivalent of going insane, losing your mind. There, sadly, is no cure. Once again, there's nothing that can be done other than putting them down, allowing their soul rest, allowing their soul to rebuild itself so that they can be born again later.
So you say that every one of us in this room, aside from our lovely little murder elf here, we've been touched by something extraplanar. Does that mean, I'm especially asking about my little red friend here, that we're all subject to this same change? Is that something
You
we have
lot?
to worry about?
You lot? Probably not. Your red friend here? Potentially. The Summer Fae are usually not the ones committing such atrocities, but it's not unknown.
Right.
Well, I don't know if I was specifically sought after by the Summer Fae, it more happened as an accident during a job, but I suppose maybe that was arranged, you know?
Maybe.
No way to know for sure, really, until I ask the people who did it directly, I suppose.
And can we prevent it? Knowing now that it is a possibility for our little red friend.
I have her name, you know.
You do, but
Well,
Little Red sounds nice too.
if you find, the only thing that I've seen is that you can potentially inoculate yourself to this change. Sort of like you know when like you got chicken pox as a kid because your parents wanted you. Effectively that.
To get our booster shots. I'm kidding.
So it would be similar to imbibing antivenom.
In a way. You would
More of a
have
callous
to
situation.
subject yourself to that, burning a little bit of your spirit web in order to allow the rest of your soul to strengthen itself.
Cauterizing a wound.
Now, this does have the potential of burning your entire spirit web anyway, but it's the only thing that can potentially prevent it outside of your spirit web being touched by non-Fey things.
I need to get to work then. My sisters need me, and I'm of no use dead.
I hate to resort to violence, but I have to ask it to ask it. Would slaying the infect cure the effect E? Let's say that a large amount
lost a good friend 200 years back. A man that dragged me out of a really, really deep slump to this. In a fit of rage, I attacked the Fomorian that had infected him. That had completely destroyed his web. It did nothing. He was still gone.
I'm asking preventative, not to fix it, to stop it.
I suppose. Usually, Fae work in the shadows. You know, pulling a prank here or there, vanishing. This infection works very similarly. Even the bigger, stronger, meaner Fae, like the Fomorians, will slowly infect and vanish. Like I said, you might find some answers in the Feywild, you may not. I sincerely hope you do, for your sake.
Do you know how much time I've got left?
Your whole life? 2 minutes? I couldn't tell.
Fun.
Well, technically, if I only had 2 minutes left, that would be my whole life.
Bingo.
That
Well.
doesn't make me feel better, but thank you.
Yeah, that was a bit of a test.
Of course.
Bad taste.
Tasted pretty good to me.
So I suppose that's it for now. I can't think of any other questions. Not that you'd answer them the way I'd like you to other way. So I guess it's time to get to work like I always do.
Yeah, it is supper time.
What?
Goodbye.
Before we go, actually,
Oh, are we all just yeeted?
Yeah, he claps his hands twice and y'all just fucking, like...
that bastard, he didn't hold up. I told him we need to receive payment up front. We didn't receive payment up front.
I don't know. I
Kinda
got
We
pity.
good.
I got some gauntlets. I think that was.
We technically did actually. The two of
No,
them
no.
got we didn't get gold payment, but we did get material payment. We got the sentient.
Grab those gold bars.
Get the best item in the game, the bag of holding.
We got a sentient bag of holding, which is actually pretty dope.
No,
Wait,
it's
so
kind
what's
of
this?
judges for whatever we try to put into it.
Oh, I can also I can identify items for you too.
Oh
Oh
god,
god, that's
talking.
not what it sounded like.
Yeah, listen, man.
Right, so
So,
With
I'm
that-
not gonna lie. I probably forgot to mention, but the payment I wanted up front was information. I don't know if you've all forgotten already, but he made mention of all of our families. We
Yes,
didn't ask about that.
love, I don't think you would have answered them. That's why I didn't bother
Asked.
asking myself.
Oh yeah, I have a family. Well, maybe, I don't know.
Apparently, I had one too. That's not about here nor there. I asked a lot of questions. Not one of them were about me. Because I know in order to get that type of information, we had to put work in. That's not something he's just going to give to us. It's bait. A carrot on a stick to get us to move forward. And so move forward we must.
You must kill the people
Not-
that he talked about, right?
Killing is an option. I prefer to use that as a last resort. Much like the situation we were just in, I would have hated to, had that turn out the way it turned out. It could have turned out.
Effective though.
Yes, my little murder elf, it is very effective as you've shown us.
I have a name.
I've forgotten it because I've called you murder elf too many times.
Do you
Damn, he-
understand the concept of names, Al?
I don't get close to many people, so no. I typically don't give out my name either.
Suppose that's fair.
I'll
Yeah,
do
names
better.
are pretty
I'll try. Murder Elf and Little Red One, they just sound so nice. I'm not sure if you noticed this, I did call her Nebula.
I didn't really notice. I was kind of only paying attention to myself. That's on me.
Right, so... a question to our DM. Is that it, or is Grumbo about to, like, run up and be like...
I mean, as far as y'all know, Grumbo's elsewhere at the moment.
He's in elsewhere? He's hanging with the Khajiit?
Yeah.
Do we have
He's-
watches in this day and age?
Yeah, they had watches in Victorian like times. I don't know
Okay.
if any of y'all actually own a watch, but
Alratam would absolutely own a watch, even if it's just a
Wisteria
cheap
also.
one.
Wisteria
not.
has like
I
deadlines.
have a watch.
okay.
I
so,
want
yeah.
to. The reason I ask is Alratam wants to look at his watch and see if time has passed differently.
No, time passed. Time passed the same. It's nearing midnight at the moment.
All right,
It's dark. That's all I know. The sky is my clock.
the sky is my clock. God damn it. Right. I guess we have answers to our bomber, albeit not ones we can give to anyone. So if you ask me, we're back at square one, where I have to ask, what do we do now?
We check on Luca, make sure he's okay, and see what we can figure out.
I feel
They
like
said Grandma's the
Then just
informant,
get
so we can go with
contact.
him, too.
I was about to say. I think. Does anyone know where Brumbo is? Have they seen him recently?
Well, he's the one who told me about all this stuff going on here. Last I saw him, he was at our shop.
Right. I guess we should go there. I feel like that's a more appropriate matter to discuss rather than going back to Luca right now, empty-handed.
Okay. I'm in favor.
Any arguments?
No.
Goodbye.